the Snow White most of us remember the classic Disney cartoon. The remake with the so-called real people in it apparently will look a little different. A little. That is the underestimate of the century. Look at that. Understatement. For one thing, most of the seven dwarfs are not dwarfs. And that's not the only reason Disney is facing steep backlash today. I want to bring in Media Buzz host Howard Kurtz. So I've talked about this a couple of times with different people today. I am so anxious to get your take because you will see the media fallout in this.
I know.
How's Disney doing?
Why are you taking that?
This is absolutely ludicrous, Harris. I mean, I can't tell whether Disney wants to be increasingly woke and just turn off the many fans who want to go to the movies and have a good time, or is too dopey to realize you can't have Snow White without the seven dwarfs.
It's a good question. I can't help you answer that. What I can tell you is if they were really going for diversity, what they've done is they've just helped to divide us even further. I don't understand why we have to fight past classics with today's vision of what they should have been back then. It is the experience and the journey of then to now that gets us to where we are. And we ought to have a little wisdom, but I don't know that this is that.
This is a remake of a 1937 movie. Now, you can't have Sleepy and Happy and Grumpy and all the other dwarfs. They were all white in the original movie. Snow White is called white. And Disney tries to make up for it by casting an Hispanic actress as Snow White. And you know, the company's had a long political battle with Ron DeSantis. You might think they would want to lie low a little bit and not spark another woke controversy.
Yeah, because he's good at presenting that, and they're making it easy for him. And he's got a big stage along with the other GOP candidates right now. Skin as White as Snow was an example that Raymond Arroyo and I talked about earlier as two people of color on the screen. What are you going to change the script to? Because when you read that line, you can't say that about the seven dwarves in Total now.
You know, I was thinking about, you can't, I know, I was thinking about it. The biggest moral stain on American history is slavery. Does that mean you can't depict slavery in a movie about that era? Of course not. And yet Disney, by the way, Daily Mail published some photos from the set, which certainly fueled the controversy, and Disney PR came out and said these were fake. Well, they were not fake. They were real, and we have a word for that journalism. It's called lying.
Ooh, wow. All right, so is this kind of the Bud Light now of the category of trying to go woke? How do they clean this up, or do they even try? Why don't they just own it?
If it lasts as long as the Bud Light controversy, Disney is in deep trouble. But I think it's a self-inflicted wound. And the other thing here is that, as Piers Morgan pointed out, the most successful dwarf actor, a guy named Peter Dinklage, started this last year by accusing Disney of, the quote was, renewing damaging stereotypes by bringing back, you know, a bunch of dwarfs he thought living in a cave. So this giant movie studio is essentially bowing to the objections of one guy. Does this company have any backbone? It doesn't look like it.
Well, I wonder how that person who spoke up, and I respect the fact that maybe his feelings were hurt. I don't doubt that he feels what he feels, but I wonder how he feels by putting other actors like himself who might have wanted to play those roles and play them as a person who was a dwarf. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I just can't imagine how that goes with one person's voice. But we'll see. We'll cover it all.
Good.
Great to see you.
It's a great story.
Thanks.
Thanks, Harris.